Hello everyone, this is the Brand Builder, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about investing while in debt. This is a scary topic. A lot of people don't understand the difference between debt and investment that much because there's a question of assets versus liabilities. What are we talking about here? We're talking about the principles of money. I just recently made a video talking about 5 financial rules that I like to follow personally, some that I borrowed from other content creators, some that I borrowed from other wise people who have wise quotes. I even cited a Success Magazine 19 wise quotes about money article in the description of the last video that I made. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about something that is a little confusing because I know that debt can be really stressful and overwhelming and overbearing for some people. But the good news is that it's not as bad as you think it is. It's not so much that you borrowed money, it's what you borrowed for that makes the difference. Now, somehow, if you may have made some mistakes in the past and you think that you may have put too much faith into certain purchases, such as a brand new car, maybe you have college debt, maybe you bought a 4 or 5 bedroom single family house and you really don't need that many bedrooms. You just thought it looked nice, and now you're facing a huge mortgage that's over consuming you, forcing you to work a few jobs, forcing you to work harder or work overtime. And I'm also going to talk about the 2-job syndrome. I have a video. I'm going to put the video in the description where I talk about working more than 1 job or working 2 jobs. I think I posted the video last year. I think it was in the realm of the month of May that I posted the video, and or June. In the video, I'm actually in a hotel room, and I'm speaking about certain things that why you probably should not work 2 jobs or 3 jobs or anything like that. And you should probably pay attention to the subject that I discuss as far as that's concerned. But if your debt is consuming you and pushing you towards working extra hard just to pay it down, yeah, it's pushing you in that direction. It's eating you up, and it's driving you nuts. I get it. I understand. It's critical. It kind of hurts your bottom line, but the good news is that you can recreate and reproduce your own efforts in order to do that. I made a video, Investing While Broke, before, but what I'm going to talk about now is investing while in debt. Some people don't want to hear about investing because they think that their debt is so high that where do I have money to invest when I got all this debt over here? Well, the best part of this video is I'm going to tell you something that is probably going to help you. I know that a lot of people, some of you people like to listen to Dave Ramsey. A lot of people will listen to other millionaires or billionaires and different people who are content creators who will tell you, pay down your debt, don't invest. I'm going to tell you the exact opposite. I'm going to say make your minimum payments, pay down your debt a little bit, work on your debt, but at the same time be very conscientious about your future. Because if you're spending most of your time working on your debt, that debt's going to compound. It might take you 30, 40, maybe even 50 years to pay off your debt. I mean, if you want to get aggressive in paying off your debt, yes, do it. You know, get aggressive. Maybe it's the best step for you. And I'm not a financial advisor. You do not need to follow my platform or what I'm talking about. But if you like this subject, please give it a thumbs up. This video deserves a thumbs up. Let this go viral. And also subscribe. If this is the first time you're watching this or watching this channel, make sure you subscribe. And this is for entertainment value only, but I just want to introduce an idea to you guys. So imagine if, for example, you have debt, but you want to invest, for example, right? So you want to invest, and you want to invest, let's say, in dividend investments, or you want to create an IRA program or 401k at your job, Sometimes 401k is good, sometimes it's not. Tax exempt 401k or contributions from your job that have nothing to do with you can be very beneficial in some ways, because you can always pull it out later and use it to get yourself in more debt that will actually make you capital. Now, if you can make a few $100s a month while you have debt extra because of the money that you put aside, and I used to do this a lot, and I talk about wine jars. From the money you put to the side, what you can do is you can make that money start working for you while you work. This is one of the reasons why I say be careful of working two jobs. The best idea is to get one really high paying job. Like, for example, some people will probably work two jobs that pay them $20,000 a year. So now you make $40,000 a year. Why not get one job that pays $50,000 a year? Sometimes all it takes is you have to work a little harder. You have to possibly be a little bit more disciplined. You probably have to have more skill sets. There's a lot of jobs out there that pay $50,000 or more where you don't need a college degree. You could be just who you are right now and apply and get the job, right? There's so many jobs out there where you can do that. Construction is one of them. You don't need a degree to get into the construction. Well, in certain fields you do, but generalized construction or maybe warehouse work or anything like that, you can make $50K a year and you don't need a degree. So why bother working two jobs when you can just get one job that pays more money, and then you have more time to start another business on the side where you can make more money on the side? I mean, why do that, right? So here's the remedy. Here's what you can do. You can start investing now, and for all of you people who are new to stocks or probably know about stocks or had stocks in the past you don't know about, or family is investing and stuff like that, there should be a link in the description where if you want to get started with Robinhood, which is commission-free trading, you can get started with Robinhood, and if you use my link, your very first share is on me, right? So that means you get a free share, I'll get a free share, and you can refer other friends and get a free share up to about $500 worth of shares. And I hope those shares are dividend payers. If not, then you can start investing in dividend paying stocks on your own. It's a great way to get started into making an extra. Sometimes getting started and getting moving, you'll make $5 a month, 10, 20, 30. It's all in how things work. And as your investments are starting to realize themselves, you can reinvest, compound those investments. So there's nothing wrong with that. I do encourage investing. There's never a right time to start investing. Don't worry about, oh, I got $20,000 in debt. So what? If you make $50,000 a year, if you make $5,000 a year, if you make $30,000 a year, if you had no bills, or if you didn't have a cost of living, suppose you live at home, you can pay that debt off in 1 year, depending on your habits. So here's what you do. You want to invest because at some point those investments will be realized. You have some people who, after 2 to 3 years of investing, they're making $100 a month, right? Which equals about $1,200 a year. Sometimes you're investing $100 a month, you're reinvesting those dividends and putting in more money. Year 3, year 4, probably making about $250, $300 a month. Now, if you did the math to that and figured out what that can do, that can significantly start knocking down your debt. So not only are you working, your investments are working for you, and they can help you knock down some of your debt. The only problem is there's also taxes involved in dividend income and ordinary dividend income and capital gains. So you'll have to get in touch with a tax attorney to decide what you want to do as far as that is concerned. So make sure that you're in touch with someone, a professional, who can guide you along the way, and look for your 1099s, and you'll be fine. So I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not a broker. So this is just basically some ideas I'm throwing out there. You'll have to do the research on your own as you see fit. So anyway, make sure you're looking into investing while in debt because it can help you pay off your debt. So the problem is people have bills, bills, bills. Usually if you live in a home, you live in an apartment, you have your rent, you have your energy, you have your phone bill, you have your car payment, if you have a car payment, unless you own your car out in cash. You have gas, you have car insurance. You have a lot of things that you're paying out and you're using one source of income to pay it. So that might be part of the problem. If you're only using one source of income to combat 14 different things that you're trying to pay off, soon one or two things are going to start to overconsume. They're going to start to overwhelm you, and they're going to start to be overbearing, and they're going to beat you in the end. They're going to beat you. So because bills compile, debt compiles, and sometimes debt can compound. So you need to counteract those compounding debts with something that compounds in your favor, even if it's at a lower scale. Now, the fact is, depending on what your your capital to debt ratio is, you might be in luck because sometimes you make more money than your debt. So investing, like let's suppose, for example, you make $50,000 a year and your debt's $10,000. It's so easy to pay. Make your minimum payments, put $20,000 into investments or whatever you want. I'm just throwing it out there. Let's say you equate your debt to your investment and you skim, say 10,000, because maybe it's just, or even 5,000, half your debt. Let's be practical here. I don't want to be everybody's guru here. I don't want to say that I have all the answers, but just an idea. Let's suppose you put half your debt into investments per the year, and then you do the same thing next year. Even when your debt is gone, you still have this thing that's paying you. So $10,000 disappears. Let's suppose it took you 2 years to get rid of $10,000 debt. And now you have $10,000 working in your favor because you decided to do that. Now, the very next year, you got the $10,000. And let's suppose you're still making $50,000 a year, and year 3, you do the same thing again. You put another $5,000. Now you got $15,000 or even more, let's say 16 or 17, because investments tend to grow over time, or your dividends might produce more income for you. So you got $16,000 working in your favor, right? So now it's producing more dividends and is working for you. Your debt's gone. Now you have this thing making you wealthier, right? You do the same thing next year. You got $20,000. You got $50,000 in income, and your money's making money for you, and you just continue to do the same thing over and over and over again. This is why it's very important to still invest while you're in debt. Like this video. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, links below. Make sure you get started investing in Robinhood if you want to buy shares, if you have more information on it. You might want to read up, start studying some things about stocks. But if you want an easier platform where you can get $5 just for watching this video and you want to download Acorns, just go ahead and do it. $5 just for watching this video to get started investing in Acorns. It'll do all the investing for you, heavy lifting. For the most part, you can also round up your investments, and you can contribute up to $5 a week into that. Let it keep stacking up in your investment portfolio. Let it work for you, and invite some friends. Maybe if you invite 10 friends, that's $50. Now you got $50 working for you. So why not? Why not just do it? Why not just start investing, and why not get started on your road to a great retirement, maybe a great life, and having money work for you? Because one of the things that it's not hard to do in life is start learning habits where money's working against you. Everybody knows how to do it. All you got to do is go out there and borrow money and have debt, and money's working against you. But who taught you how to let money work for you? A lot of people don't have this education. So one of the biggest problems that we face in our society is that a lot of us, we know how to let money work against us, but we don't know how to make money work for us. How do you make money work for you versus making money work against you? Sometimes money can work against you. So you have to be very, very careful how you do things. You want to let money work in your favor. So how do you let money work in your favor? You have to invest. You have to take the risk. So get started, do what you have to do, and make money work in your favor.